Revelation 3948. From the 30th and 31st of December 1946. Will to good, power supply through Divine Redeemer. The will to do good also infallibly results in the supply of strength, and therefore every person will also be able to carry out what he wants, because through his thinking turned towards the good he already enters into contact with the giver of strength from eternity. And he who wants to act well will be able to act well. For this was achieved by the Divine Redeemer, Jesus Christ, through his death on the cross. He acquired increased strength and a strengthened will for people, he overcame death, that is, he set the bound will free, he wrested the power over the human being's will out of God's adversary's hand so that the human being is certainly able to give his will to good and also let it become action. The redemptive work of Christ was of utmost importance in so far as previously people had been under the power of God's adversary and could not free themselves by their own strength because their will was repeatedly weakened by him as long as they did not confront God's adversary with the most effective weapon, with love, which is the conqueror of even the worst enemy of the soul. And therefore God showed people the way through Jesus Christ. He proved to them the strength of love and acquired strength supply and strength and will for humanity through his death on the cross, so that the human being can escape God's adversary at any time who believes in Jesus Christ as Redeemer of the world and who, through love, makes himself an aspirant of the grace acquired through his death. It will certainly be possible for him to want and act well. He will not be at the mercy of the enemy of souls without resistance. If he only strives towards God, he will also always receive the strength to carry out what is pleasing to God. This is why the eternal deity embodied himself in a human being in order to give all people the evidence that there is a path they only need to take in order to become free from the dark power. People have a task to fulfill on earth. And this fulfillment will never lie within the realm of the impossible. However, before the work of redemption people were in utmost spiritual hardship due to their weakness of will in the face of temptations and challenges which, however, were granted by God out of his adversary. Through a strong will to love they could have resisted him. And they lacked this, and therefore they remained in his clutches. Their striving for good only remained mental resolutions without implementation. And a few felt this weakness, and they suffered under the bound will. But Jesus Christ redeemed them through his death on the cross. He walked the path that all must walk. The path of love, which also strengthened the will to do good, because through love he gained strength from God and was able to become master of every responsibility. He broke the power of death, for what lies bound on the ground is dead, what is powerless and therefore remains inactive. And he accomplished the act of salvation not only for the people of his time but for all times. He acquired the grace of increased will for people who believed in him and consciously placed themselves under the cross, that is, who want to belong to those whom he has redeemed from eternal death. They will not lack strength. They will be able to be good if they want to be good, they will live in love, thus they will try to follow the man Jesus because they acknowledge him as God's Son, as Redeemer of the world, in whom God was in all fullness, because through love he had completely united himself with God and therefore also possessed power and strength in all fullness to defeat the enemy of souls, to wrest power over people's souls from him. For love alone is the remedy from enemy violence, through love alone the human being becomes strong and powerful and can defeat the enemy of the soul. Amen.